All right, guys, welcome to the next video. AJ here again. You guys are probably moving right along, and I hope that last section made sense to you guys because we went over quite a bit of things. I pretty much completely went over the entire process, the 30,000 foot view. The takeaway from that, you don't have to memorize it, first off. Second off, you can always go back to the last video and watch it again if you need to watch it again. But really, I just wanted to give you a bird's eye view of what to expect, step by step by step. Now, keep in mind, the process in its entirety might evolve over time as I continue to update the training, add videos, take off videos. And the reason why I do that is because I always like to keep the training fresh for you guys. So without further ado, I wanted to go ahead and just cover some basic Q&A questions that I get asked by members of my community all the time. So why not address them now so you guys don't have to come across these similar questions without having an answer, okay? So here we go. First question I get, and we'll keep this video lesson short, and guys, I promise you we're about to get into, in the next phase or module, straight into building our store and going straight to work. So you need to go through this part and build the foundation first, or else you will get lost. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. So how long will this training take you? That's a common question I get asked. And honestly, the right answer is you're going to go through it on your own pace. You obviously see that you have access to everything. I don't drip anything to you, although I probably should. But I've had people binge watch the entire training in one night or one afternoon, and then go back again and go step by step by step. And actually, I recommend that. I honestly do. I recommend you just kind of go through every single video and get comfortable, get acquainted with it, but don't skip around. The worst thing you can do is skip around. So if you go and through each video and then go all the way back to the very beginning and start over again, except this time, apply the action steps that you're going to be required to do before you move on to the next module. So for example, in module 2 or phase 2, Emma, actually my Shopify designer who works in-house on my $10 million a year stores, teaches you guys how to set up your Shopify account, how to, everything Shopify that you need so you can build a high converting store. And, you're going to go through that and you're going to be basically following along, taking action as she's teaching you. So the best thing to do again is to go through the training all at once without actually taking any action and get comfortable, get familiarized with it, and then go back again and go step by step by step, instruction by instruction, applying it, going back if you need to. So go through it at your own pace. Everybody learns differently. Everybody has different learning patterns, different learning styles. And so for that reason, there's no right answer. But just keep in mind, this is not a marathon, or this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Okay, this is not a sprint to the finish line to launch as fast as possible, make as much money, and then walk away with some hardcore cash. Can you do that? Has it been done before? Sure, it has. But guys, you should know me enough by now to know that I am trying to help you build a sustainable long-term business that's going to give you residual income for the long term. So this is a marathon, meaning it could take you just days, it could take you weeks, or it can take you months. One thing I want you to keep in mind, guys, it took me 2 years to make my first sale. That's when I had no experience and no training, obviously, like you guys have now. So I don't expect it to take you 2 years, but be patient, okay? Be patient with this. I come from the restaurant world, and it took us years before we saw profits. And we'd have to invest hundreds of thousands before we even saw a physical building or something that resembled a business that we just put our money in. And so be patient. All right, treat it like a real business. I promise it's going to pay off. But if you're trying to make money in 30 days and you don't get there in 30 days, you might lose motivation and give up. But the guy after you might say, no, I'm comfortable with doing it in 6 months. And let's say that guy does it in 2 months. Well, he's going to be ecstatic. He's going to be still motivated because it only took him 2 months when he was expecting 6. But the same person could be expecting 1 month, do it in the second month, or could have done it in the second month, but didn't because they lost motivation. So set the expectation on your end, guys. Be patient. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Generally, I see that it can take anywhere from 21 days minimum up to 8 weeks is the average time to launching a store, going through the training. But I would say 21 to 8 weeks, 21 days. So 3 weeks to 8 weeks on average is what I'm seeing. How much money do I need to spend on ads? I wanted to address this up front, guys, before I even taught the traffic course. So Shopify, here's what you need. Here's how much money you need in general. Your Shopify account, right, is going to generally cost you about 29, 30 bucks a month with taxes. And I have a really, really cool deal with Shopify because they love my training. So they gave me my own URL, actually my own URL, my own landing page with Shopify. And so I have a link for you guys. You should be seeing in the bottom of the training. But in case you don't, I'm typing it in here. And it's basically shopify.com, right? Backsplash 7-figure skills. I'm not sure if you're going to have to put the https dot semicolon thing, but it's shopify.com backsplash 7figureskills.com. And what you get is 21-day free trial and a 10% discount on your monthly fee forever, I believe. So it's the best physically possible, humanly possible Shopify deal you can get. Then you're going to need about $50 a month in fees that you're going to be spending on the top apps. Now, you don't need these apps to make real money, but I strongly recommend them because these apps really help me make money. And you'll learn more about that in phase 2 or module 2, I believe. So stick around for that, okay? And these are the apps that really help with conversion and optimization on your store. So they can make a big difference. I would recommend, once you get to the point where you're running ads, that you spend at least $10 to $20 per day at the beginning in ad spending. And you got to be willing to spend up to $1,000. And really, that's on the low end, in my opinion, because now, guys, you're competing with a lot of people out there that are trying to make money online. So you're going to have to get more aggressive to compete with those teenagers that come in with no money but have a great product and a great website. So if you do not have a strong budget, what can you do? If you're looking at me like, AJ, what the heck is this? $1,000, $20 a day? I don't have that kind of money. I spent my last penny on your course. Okay, well, there are some things you can do. I recommend, if you do not have at least $1,000 to spend on ads, to start with Google PLAs. If you guys already watch my webinars, you know that means product listing advertising, and we go over that in the traffic course section of this training. So you guys will see. I mean, I'm not going to really specify where exactly it's located, but it's in this training, obviously. And by the way, it's still not going to be super cheap, okay? It's still not going to be super cheap, but it's the best way to start. Then I recommend you go through, if not, probably first go through my influencer marketing lessons, and obviously followed by running your Google ads. And my influencer marketing lessons is really going to help you guys reach out influencers and affiliates in your niche, okay? And I'll talk more about that in those lessons. But for right now, just know that you can reach out people that own blogs, that write articles for the product you're interested in selling when you find that product. You can find influencers that have blog sites that get traffic, and you can get them to write reviews. You can post on their banner ads. You can reach out to influencers on Instagram to give you shout outs and to promote your products. You can reach out to people on YouTube, those YouTube, people that get tons of views that maybe do product reviews. You can reach out to them. A lot of cases you can do business with them for free, if not for exchange for a little bit of money. But it's definitely the cheapest humanly possible way for you to start making some sales if you do not have money. If you do have money, trust me, you want to spend it. It takes money to make money in this business, and you guys understand that. Facebook can be costly, but should still be done if possible. What else? What do I do if I'm outside the United States? So for those of you that are in the United States, just bear with me real quick because I don't want you guys skipping around. I'll address this very quickly, but I do get 30 to 40% of all my members coming from other parts of the world. So it's only fair that I address this to them as well. Decide if you're going to find a dropship, decide if you're going to dropship in your country. All right, that's what you need to first decide. Because yes, you can dropship in your country. If so, source suppliers in your country and run ads in your country. That does mean you'll probably still have to get a corporation set up in your country. I don't know what that process is. Obviously, I'm not in your country. I don't know what country you're in, and I can't give you legal advice. But get a business account, establish yourself, get a business bank account, business corporation, then start. And then obviously you'll also need a store ultimately to show them, then start sourcing suppliers, okay? So that's one option. The second option, if you want to dropship in the United States and you live abroad, incorporate in the United States first. More on that in the next lesson, by the way, guys. I'll show you. I'll give you a really good contact I use here in the United States. That's a registered agent. It's out of the state of Wyoming, which is a very, very business friendly state. Now, I'm not giving you guys legal advice, so please don't take this to your attorney and say AJ gave me legal advice. I'm not doing that. This is just what I use and what some of my members have been using, and I've heard really good feedback. So if you go through this registered agent, they might help you get set up your corporation, but you're still going to need a US bank account, in my opinion, and a physical address. And you're just going to have to talk to that registered agent about the address, or find a way to get an address here in the United States. Like you can go to a UPS store that does like those physical address mailboxes, but you'll have to have something notarized legally, send it over. So there's a little process that you guys are going to have to go through, but it's worth going through it because it gives you the chance to finally open the doors to doing business in the United States. All right. So if you want to dropship in the United States, you will need an LLC, a US bank account, physical address. You'll need basic English skills, and make sure to be available in US hours at first, at least for your customers and your suppliers as you start establishing your business. But what if I'm in the United States? Do I need a corporation if I'm already in the United States? The simple answer to that question, in my opinion, it's better to just get it out of the way first to protect yourselves from legal claims. And most suppliers, they're going to want to see your business. So yes, I do recommend you get your LLC. I'm going to give you guys in the next lesson how to get my registered agent. There's also other ways you could do it, like LegalZoom. You can go straight to your attorney's office in your town right now and have them do it. But that could be, that's the more expensive route. The cheapest possible route, I think, is going through the registered rate agent that I'm going to recommend to you guys. And I don't get a commission on this. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. It's just a company I used for my own need when I incorporated Seven Figure Skills, and they did right by me. And I think they charge like $149, which is the cheapest I've ever seen it. I can't even incorporate for $149. So if the next question, all right? So again, I'm going over commonly asked questions, guys. So don't be impatient with me. Please bear with me. I need your undivided attention because these questions will come up for you, okay? What if I have a store already selling low ticket products? Do I need to start over? And that's a yes or no answer. No, you don't need to start over if you have built a strong pixel, Facebook pixel, and data on Facebook, and you're getting good traffic already. My suggestion is to find high ticket products to complement what your store does. Like if your customers are buying cat t-shirts, maybe they'll like really expensive bougie kind of things that complement cats, or what do cat lovers, and then I'll just start doing some research on that, right? Because you already have a database of passionate people in this niche, and you can target to them on the high end as well, and you're ahead of the curve if you do that, if you have that situation. So yes, you should start over if you're not getting any traffic and you haven't built any pixels or data from your ads, or you just don't have any kind of email list, and maybe your site is terrible and you know it's terrible. And in that case, I do recommend you start from scratch. Now, what if this doesn't work out for me? Can I get a refund? And again, I'm addressing this now because I don't want it to come up later. 99% of I would say 98% of my students never even bring up the idea of a refund because they know they're getting tons of value. And what I teach you in this program can be used in any other business in life, guys. And I give you an example. When I first learned how to run ads on Facebook and learn how to do online marketing, I actually applied it to a restaurant that my buddy owned. And I was able to go in there and give him more traffic, get him more customers, increase his reviews. And I did it learning the skills I learned from this program. Everybody in your life, guys, any business associate, anybody, they're going to benefit from you having the skill sets you're about to learn in this training. But to answer this question directly, because I think it's kind of one of those house cleaning rules we just got to get out of the way. If you're a Done For You Elite member, no, there's no refund on this program. And I've made that clear in my training, so you should know that. That's it. You are in and you're committed. So I hope see this through. If you're a Store in the Box member, that means you've pretty much partnered with me, and absolutely no, because this is a business investment for you as well. And so no refund there, no exceptions. If you've invested in anything else, like my do-it-yourself, my hold your hand, whatever the heck I call these things, but if you just enrolled in the webinar offer and you paid like, $1,000, $2,000, maybe $3,000 into the program, then the way you qualify for a refund, it's conditional. So what that means is you actually have to complete the entire training, and you have to prove you've completed it. You have to fill out a refund form and show us you have done the work before your 30 days is up, okay? So that means you have to apply the action steps, launch your store, do all the things I'm telling you to do. And if you don't see that you're getting any results, you feel like, man, this is just not working, then only then you fill out a refund request form, one, and secondly, you hop on a call with my success coach to see if we can help you through this. Only then would you qualify for a refund under the terms and conditions of the order page in which you agreed to do this. So the reason why I do that, guys, is because when somebody has one foot out the door and they're already thinking, well, if this doesn't work out for me, I can always get my money back. I guarantee you, I have never and will probably never see somebody succeed in my program or any other program if that's the mindset they come in with. Can you guys agree with me on that? If your mindset is, well, I got an exit strategy, I can just walk out of this thing, then you won't succeed because you can just not do it and just say, oh, nothing, no harm done. You didn't lose anything. No, there's risk involved. And in anything in life, you have to have your back against the wall. So this is the only way I know how, guys, to ensure that you guys have the best chance of success. And hopefully, if you guys have any questions on this part, you're welcome to reach out. I just got to get it out of the way first. So what is the done? I always get asked this question. I'm not trying to pitch you guys anything. I promise. You've already invested thousands of dollars, and I thank you for that. But you're going to end up asking me this. I might as well address it now. What is the Done For You Elite package? I also have a store in the box package that might or might not exist by the time you're watching this. But real quick, I'll just throw it out there. Only 10 to 15 spots are usually available in the Done For You. Here's what it is. You're still going through the same training. Nothing changes in your training program. But when it comes time to it, we'll build your store for you, designed by my team, the same team I use in-house. We'll create a Done For You traffic setup. So we'll set up your first ad campaign by us. And you get 6 live one-on-one personal coaching calls with my success coaches to use over a 3-month period. And also you get 2 tickets to my annual retreat that I host at a different location around the world. So in 2018, if you're watching this, it's 2018, then I haven't set the location yet. So be on the lookout for that. Can I upgrade? So if you've enrolled in a lesser package, yes, you can. Within 30 days after you enroll, you can upgrade anytime within 30 days, and I'll credit you whatever you invested into the Done For You, so you don't lose out on anything. How much does it cost? Generally, guys, it's anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. And by the time you're listening to this, it's probably closer to this part. It just depends what I put into it, what time and resources I have. So the best way to do it, guys, is to reach out to us at support@sevenfiguresskills.com or reach me directly at aj@sevenfiguresskills.com, but only reach out if you're ready to move forward, because I really don't want to entertain just kind of like basic questions. So it seems a bit high. All I got to say is if I got you guys closer to hitting $5,000 a month in profit, which is super low on my end, you could sell your store for a minimum of $60,000. So that I think is a heck of a return on investment based on what this would cost. So moving forward, guys, what if you're not interested in upgrading? Perfect. I wasn't trying to pitch you on anything. Keep moving forward. Proud of you. Let's keep going, okay? So in the next lesson, guys, we're going to be going over business, and you can see I keep modifying these slides, so I apologize for that. But in the next lesson, we're going to be going over business and legal things. So I'll see you then. AJ out.